Hi there, I am Aman and you're watching PTO classes. So, in the previous video, we have seen the kinds of pronouns and this is the second part of same chapter. So, in the previous video, we have covered the first three kinds of pronouns. So, before going to the rest of the pronouns, let's just freshen up our memory. So, what were the first three kinds of pronouns? The first one was personal pronoun, the second demonstrative pronoun, and the third reflexive pronoun. We have also done the exercises A and B on based of uh, these pronouns, these particular three pronouns, and now we are going to study the rest of the pronouns and do the rest of the exercises. But let's just rewind a bit what we studied in the previous lecture. The first kind of pronoun that we studied was the personal pronoun. So the personal pronoun is the kind of pronoun that refer to three pronouns. First pronoun, the first person, the second person, and the third person. You all are aware with first, second, and third person that I is the first person, he the second, and the they or them the third. So you are aware with the three persons, and we have also studied the three cases of personal pronoun: the subjective, objective, and possessive cases. You have understood that how subjective and objective pronouns are different. Subjective pronoun is the pronoun about whom or about which the sentence is there. The doer of the sentence, who is doing the action, and the objective pronoun is the receiver of that action. So example, I will go with him. So I is the subjective pronoun and him is the objective pronoun. Both the pronoun are singular pronouns, and I is the first person, him is the third person. We are talking about the third person, so it is the third person, him is the third person, and it is objective because it is in the receiving end of the sentence. See, the second was the demonstrative pronoun. Before talking about demonstrative, the third was the possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun shows possession, that this thing belongs to me. So mine, ours, yours, his, hers, all the pronouns that shows some possession were the possessive pronoun. So subjective, objective, and possessive pronouns are three categories, three cases of personal pronouns. Then we studied demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns, it is clear from the word itself, the title itself, that the pronouns which demonstrate something, which points out something, which shows something, some specific person, place, or thing is demonstrative pronouns. For example, this is my book. Those are my friends. These are my belongings. That is my house. So the pronouns which are pointing out a particular person, place, or thing are demonstrative pronouns. And the last we studied, the third kind we studied, was the reflexive pronouns. So the reflexive pronouns are the pronouns that ends with self. For example, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, themselves, etc. So all the pronouns that ends with self, and these are uh, used as the objects. You are very well aware with objects that the receiving part of the sentence. So these are used as the objects of a sentence. I can do my work myself. They can go by themselves. He can do his work himself. She comes to the school by herself. So it is clear that how to use the reflexive pronouns. So we studied these first three kinds of pronouns. Now we are going to study the rest 5 kinds of pronouns. So without wasting much time, let's go into the video. So the fourth kind of pronoun is interrogative pronouns. The fourth category is the interrogative pronouns. It is very much clear by the title itself that interrogative pronouns does the work of interrogation. It asks the questions. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. See the example. What is your good name? See, the pronouns like who, whom, which, whose, where, what, when, etc. are the interrogative pronouns. So all the pronouns that are questioning something are interrogative pronouns. What is an interrogative pronoun? Who is an interrogative pronoun? Who is your best friend? With whom you were walking on the road? So all the pronouns that ask some questions are interrogative pronouns. Now the next, indefinite pronouns. See, indefinite pronouns refer to persons, places or things without specifying for certain which one. So the pronouns which refers to persons, places or things without specifying for certain which one. So when we are not aware about how many or who we are talking about are the indefinite pronouns. For example, a few of my friends live in Mumbai. So we are not aware that how many of your friends live in Mumbai. Are they boy or they girl? They are your relatives. It is not clear that what gender is there, how many people are there. So we used a few of my friends. So it is the indefinite pronouns where it is not defined that how many are there, what kinds are there. So it is not specified to which certain people we are talking about. So these are indefinite pronouns. The examples you must memorize, the kinds you must memorize. See, everybody, it is not defined that whether they are girl or boy or how many. Anybody, somebody, all, some, many, each, every, anyone, none, no one, one another, another is also there, nobody, etc. So these are the words used in the indefinite pronouns. So all the words which don't define that how many persons are there, what kind of persons are there, which place is there, but we have used the word which is not clearly defining it. So these kinds of pronouns are called indefinite pronouns. So it is clear to you that what are indefinite pronouns. So now let's move ahead to the next part, the relative pronouns. So by the word itself it is clear that relative pronouns, something that relates. Relative pronouns are the words used to join sentences and refer back to nouns that go before them. So that are showing some relations, the pronouns which are showing some relations, which are joining sentences and referring back to the nouns that is the subject, are known as the relative pronouns. Noun is used before this pronoun. So keep in mind that a noun will be there before this pronoun. See, we have seen that in interrogative pronouns also we have used who there, but here it is used not as a question, not in the form of a question. It is not there in a question, but it is relating the two parts of the sentences. It is referring back to the nouns. See, this is the woman who pickpocketed in the bus yesterday. So it can be seen as an adjective also. See, this woman who pickpocketed. So which kind of woman? Who pickpocketed in the bus yesterday. So it is relating the rest of the sentence with the noun. This is the woman who pickpocketed in the bus yesterday. This is the book which I was trying to find. So got it? The pronouns which are used to join two sentences and a noun is used before that pronoun are known as relative pronoun. So whenever who, which, or these, that, all those kind of pronouns are used and a noun is put before these kinds of pronouns, it will be a relative pronoun. Now, the reciprocal pronouns. The reciprocal pronouns are pronouns that involve an exchange. The reciprocal pronoun are the pronouns that involve an exchange. For example, see, Shreya and Shraddha are talking to each other. So here an exchange is shown, that reciprocal pronouns are used to involve that involves an exchange. Shreya and Shraddha are talking to each other. So each other is used as a reciprocal pronoun. You will understand better in this way that a reciprocal pronoun is a pronoun which is used to indicate that two or more people are carrying out an action of similar type, with both receiving the benefits of the action. Anytime something is done or given in return, reciprocal pronouns are used. So when two persons are getting something out of a same action, it is a reciprocal pronoun. Each other, one another are examples of reciprocal pronouns. There are only two kinds of reciprocal pronouns. First is each other and second is one another. So reciprocal pronouns are very easy to use. When you want to refer to two people, you will normally use each other. When referring to more than two people, for example, the students in a lecture hall, you will normally use one another because there are more than two people. So, for example, Manoj and Jagat gave each other gold rings on their birthdays. Manoj and Jagan gave each other presents on their birthdays. Shyam and Rohan were talking to each other in the hallway. The students congratulated one another after giving their speeches. The kids spent the afternoon kicking the ball to one another. So reciprocal pronouns are the pronouns which are expressing the exchange. So here only two
Now,
kinds
coming
of
to the
reciprocal
last
pronouns are
kind
there,
of
each
pronoun,
other, and
that is
one
the
another.
possessive
Pronoun. This pronoun is a part of personal pronoun also, but it is alone a category also. It is alone, stands as a kind of pronoun as well. So possessive pronouns are used to express possession. For example, whose luggage is this? Is this yours? So here possession is shown. First we have used whose in the possession, that whose, who does, who who is the owner of the luggage. So possession is shown by the pronoun whose, and in the next part see, yours is used to show the possession. Possession, you understand, that the belongingness. So some other possessive pronouns are mine, this book is mine, ours, this home is ours, his, uh, this watch is his, hers, uh, this dog, this notebook is hers, theirs, this home is, this house is theirs, etc. So whenever we are showing some possession, we call it possessive pronouns. When we are showing the belongingness to someone with some things, we use possessive pronouns. So it is clear, all kinds of pronouns: personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, interrogative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, relative pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, and possessive pronouns. So there are 8 kinds of pronouns, and all have some different actions. There are only 2 kinds of reciprocal pronouns. This is an important point that you must keep in mind, that one another and each other is a reciprocal pronoun. And now we will do the exercise. See the exercises. In each of the following sentences, underline the pronoun and write what kind it is in the blank space. This is demonstrative pronoun. See the exercise. I will tell you the sentences. See the first of the C exercise. In each of the sentences, underline the pronoun and write what kind it is. So the first is, this is the house of Mr. Yadav. So here, this is the house of Mr. Yadav. So it is the demonstrative pronoun this. So in the sentence, this is the pronoun, and what kind of pronoun it is? Demonstrative pronoun. So you will underline in the book this, and you will write in the blank demonstrative pronoun. How it is demonstrative pronoun? Because you are pointing out to that house of Mr. Yadav, that this house is of Mr. Yadav. Now coming to the second, Asia, which is the largest continent, has several rivers. So Asia, which is the largest continent, has several rivers. Asia, which is the largest continent, has several rivers. So what is the pronoun here? Which, and what kind it is? Relative. Why it is not interrogative? Because we have used it to join the sentences, 2 sentences, and a noun is used before the pronoun. Asia, the name of a country, is used before the pronoun. If it would have been that which country has several rivers, so it would have been interrogative pronoun. Now coming to the 7th, the children discussed the topic with one another. So the pronoun is one another, and it is indefinite pronoun. Wrong. It is not indefinite pronoun. It is which kind of pronoun? You will tell me through comment section. You will write in comment section that what kind of pronoun is one another. We have just covered this in the last slides, that what kind of pronoun it is. remember that only two kinds of pronouns, only two sentences are used in this kind of pronoun. One is each another and second is one another. So you have to tell that what kind of pronoun is it. It is definitely not indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun is the pronoun where the number is not clear, but here we have used one another, and one another is a kind of pronoun that uh, that talks about a similar thing, when two people are talking about a similar thing. So the children discuss the topic with one another. So um, I've written here indefinite pronoun, but it is wrong. What kind of pronoun is it? I've given you the hint. You have to write in the comment box. Why it is not indefinite pronoun? Because here it is used as a as that kind of pronoun, because it shows that relation between the the subjects, and here it is used in that way. Whereas indefinite pronoun, when the numbers are not specified, when the place is not specified, one another is not that. Okay, only two kinds are there. One is each another and second is one another. So you have to write what kind of pronoun is it. Now see the D exercise. Rewrite each sentence replacing the underlined words with pronouns. So first is Pankaj and I reached the school just on time. So Pankaj and I, one is noun, one is pronoun. So replace it with a pronoun, a personal pronoun. So it will be we. We is a personal pronoun. See the second. Rita and Jane reached an hour later. Rita and Jane. So we are talking about the third persons. So what will be here? The personal pronoun of third person, and it will be in plural form because two persons are there, so it will be they. Now coming to the third exercise of this video, the exercise E. It is the fifth exercise. You have to read each sentence and tick the correct pronouns that are that can replace the underlined words. See, the words are underlined. You have to just replace it with the pronoun that is given in the bracket. See the first. My friends and I are involved in a project on Mahatma Gandhi. So in bracket we have it, we, she, they. So my friends and I. So here we have used a noun and a pronoun. So we will replace it with a personal pronoun we. Now see the third. Arjun and his brother lived in New Delhi. So here we are talking about third person, second person and third person. Arjun, and we are talking about third person, sorry. So we will replace it with a third person personal pronoun, and it will be in plural form. So the answer will be they. Now coming to the F exercise. Select the correct object pronouns with or without to. So we have to we have to select the correct object pronouns. It can either be with to or without to. So here see the exercise F. First sentence. Did you play dash? The options are with her or just her. So what do you think the answer can be? I have written the answer. Am I right? See, did you play her? So it is not right. So did you play with her? See the second. I haven't told dash yet. I haven't told her yet. Here we will not use to. Okay. So see the third. Do you want to call dash at 7 o'clock? Do you want to call? Will it be to her? I don't think so. To him, I don't think so. So it will be him. Do you want to call him at 7 o'clock? So this is the correct option. Now see the ninth. Sorry. I understand dash perfectly. I understand her perfectly. So this is the right option. 10th. Can you drop dash in the market? Can you drop me in the market? So here 2 will not be there. So rest you have to do on your own. You have to select the right option from the brackets and you have to write it in the blank with a pencil. Now see the exercise G, the last exercise of your chapter. You have to do all the exercises with pencil in your book only, and you have to write the definitions and draw that chart in your grammar notebook. Choose the correct pronoun to complete each of these sentences. First is, he wants to complete the job. Dash. So what will be the correct pronoun? Him or himself? The answer will be himself. He wants to complete the job himself. What kind of pronoun is himself? Write in the comment section. I want to talk dash. I want to talk to her. Okay. Now see the sixth. They think very highly of dash. They think very highly of themselves. Okay. So this was your exercise G. You have to do it in your book only with pencil. So I hope you have understood what are the kinds of pronouns and what work they do and how to do the exercises. We will meet again in the next video. We will do some literature portion. So I hope you have understood the pronouns, and if you have any query you can ask me. You can either message me, or you can write in the comment section, or you can call. Okay, so do the work on time and do your work very carefully in good handwriting, and do the book work also with pencil in a neat and clean manner. So we will meet again in the next video. Do like the video, share the channel, subscribe to the channel, and wait for the upcoming videos. So thank you so much for watching the lecture.